Josh with Total Realty Advisors. Today we're in the Overland Park neighborhood spotlighting Declaration Brewing. I'm sitting here with Greg, who's the brewmaster. So Greg, tell us a little bit about how Declaration came to fruition.
So we got started in about 2012. There was a group of us from the School of Mines, and we got the idea over a bunch of pints of beer down at Golden City Breweries. We really wanted to do something that we were passionate about, and beer is really one of the things that tied a lot of us together, and that's what we decided to go with. Originally, I was a home brewer for about 10 years. A couple of friends and I got a homebrew kit, got together, started making some beers, and really just started taking off as a passion.
Very nice. What made you pick this location?
Honestly, we looked at a lot of spots around town, and it's really hard to find a place with how real estate is around here. I think we looked at probably over 50 places before we decided on this one. And it's a nice building. We have a large area in back with these gorgeous wood ceilings. It's actually an old car restoration and showroom.
What defines your brewery?
We do a lot of interesting things here. We're not traditional brewers. Nobody has a traditional brewing background that's actually here. So we kind of approach it from a different mindset. We try to take a real scientific standpoint on it. The system we have a 4-barrel system. Most breweries you see right now have a 2-vessel system. So we have a separate mash tun, water tun, brew kettle, and whirlpool. So we can do decoction brewing, we can do concoction brewing, we can do infusion brews, we can do all the traditional styles of brewing that really you aren't afforded with some of the other systems that are out on the market. So we kind of started there. From that we have some microbiologists, so really the yeast is a big part of what makes us unique.
Tell us about your yeast culture.
We take all of our cultures and we put them onto microbiological plates, and we have 3 different sets of plates that we generally use. We keep them this way in a cold room, and they have very little genetic drift over the amount of time that we keep them for. So we just take a little swab, put it in a test tube with a little bit of media, grow it up from there. And we just keep stepping it up until it's the right amount of yeast to be able to pitch into one of our large ferments. We have a variety of yeast that most people can't attain. We can do it for 1/10 of the price of buying it commercially, so that allows us to be able to take a one-off batch of something and actually put a specialty yeast into it.
Would you say a lot of breweries are doing this, or are you amongst the minority in that?
We're definitely amongst the minority in doing that one. Most breweries buy their yeast as a commercial pitch. They buy it in a very large volume. It's not a bad way to go, but it's very expensive. It puts the onus of keeping it pure on somebody else, which is the nice thing for the brewer, but we'll take the onus on and actually be able to produce our own stuff. We can do it pure, we can have a lot more variety because of it, and we can do it at a lot less cost.
Greg, tell me about your flagship beer, or your most popular beer that you guys brew here.
I think right now our most popular beer is our Copper Ale. It's got a little bit of malty roasted character to it. We use 7 different types of grain on it, so we really get a rounded out profile. We have a little bit of a breadiness to it, some nice caramel flavors. There's a little bit of almost a toffee-like quality to it. It's really nice and light. It's drinkable. You can have it on a hot day, a cold day. It's an all-the-time beer. Pairs with pretty much anything. Great with food.
Very nice. So I saw that you have some cans back here, so I wanted to kind of spotlight these real quick. Have you been doing cans from the beginning, or is this kind of a new venture for you guys?
We had a canning line from the get-go. So we had one system, and we're kind of outgrowing that one, so we got rid of it, and we're into a new canning system that's actually going to be installed this next week.
Okay.
So we're going to town on cans. It's one of our biggest markets, one of our biggest pushes into the beer market right now.
So what can Denver look forward to in the future from Declaration Brewing?
A lot of variety, a lot of high quality beer. Obviously our yeast is a big push, so really we want to sit there. We have a few flagships that we keep around all the time, but we have 40 taps here, so we like to rotate. We like to get a lot of seasonals, a lot of fresh beer, a lot of interesting things. Like we have a Palisade Popper beer, which is, we just did one small off batch, but it went so crazy that this one's probably going to be in GABF soon. We're definitely going to be making more of it, but it's a jalapeno peach lavender beer.
Interesting.
and it's phenomenal.
If you're ever in the Overland Park neighborhood here on South Cherokee Street, definitely check out Declaration Brewing. Come say hi to Greg and the gang. And for all your real estate needs, check out Total Realty Advisors. We'd love to help. Hey Greg, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thanks for coming in. It's great to be with you.
Cheers.